As the writer of the story, you think you know who the main character of the story is going to be. But is that always the case? How do you choose who the main character of your story is? Watch this video and find out.
The main character. Card says that we should consider a few questions when trying to figure this out. First, who hurts the most? In the world you have invented, who suffers the most? Chances are that it is among the characters who are in pain that you will find your main character, partly because your reader's sympathy will be drawn toward a suffering character, and partly because a character in pain is a character who wants things to change. He's likely to act. Your eye should be drawn toward pain. Stories about contented people are miserably dull. Nobody really wants to read a story about happy people being happy. That can be interesting for a brief time, but happy people, contented people, rarely need to change anything. And so there's rarely much action coming from them, which means there's rarely much of a story. So it doesn't mean that we need to see people be miserable, but we need to see people change. And usually, most of us want to see stories moving in a positive trajectory, from a negative to a positive. So we want that kind of positive change, although breaking bad situations can work in storytelling as well. They just require a little bit more craft. But either way, there needs to be some kind of dynamism, or the story's not interesting, which means characters in pain, people in pain, are the ones likely to be making choices to try to get themselves out of pain, which means they're the ones that our interest is going to be drawn towards. They're the ones we want to follow. Second question is, who has the power and freedom to act? Your main character usually needs to be somebody active, somebody who can change things in the world, even if it's a struggle. Remember that you look for people with both the power and freedom to act. And the greatest freedom to act in unpredictable ways is usually found away from the centers of power. So Card is kind of going against the grain of traditional fantasy and sci-fi here, where the main characters tend to be the kings or the nobles or the captains of the ship. Card says, no, that's probably not realistically a good main character, because in a real-world scenario, Kirk and Picard would never leave their ship to go on exploratory missions. They're the captains. Their job is to be on the ship. They have entire teams to send down. But that would make the show a lot less interesting if we didn't visit all those foreign planets. So they basically make those captains act in ways that no captain ever would in order to keep the show interesting. What he's saying here ultimately is characters who have the freedom to act usually are not those in authority, not those who are bound by their position. Their position leaves them more freedom. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have more power over others, but they have power over themselves, over their own actions and what they can do in regard to their situations. Or as Card says, the lives of commanders and kings are generally above the most interesting action. The really neat stuff is going to be happening to the people on the cutting edge. Frontline troops, scouts, the people who get beamed down to the planet's surface to find out what's going on. He goes on to point out other interesting character tropes. A character who is a loner or who leads a small group, a squad of soldiers, a single family, has so much more freedom to act than people in high office that it's far easier to tell stories about them. A good rule of thumb is to start with the assumption that your story is not about the king or president, the admiral or general, the CEO or the hospital administrator. Only move to the characters in the position of highest authority when you are forced to because the story can't be told any other way. And then be very sure that you understand how people in such positions make their decisions, how power actually works. So here he's talking about just keeping your veracity, making sure that you are being truthful in your storytelling. Who is your story about? A person who has a strong reason to want the situation to change, and has both the power and freedom to set about trying to change it. So in choosing your main character, who's got the power and freedom to change the situation? Who actually wants it to change? What kind of pain, what kind of struggle are you going to put your main character through? And what kind of traits are you going to give him or her to get them to respond in a way that moves them in a positive direction towards changing that situation?
So now you know a little more about choosing your main character. I hope that helps you out in writing your stories. Put your comments down below. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Consider clicking that join button, becoming a member, joining me on the journey. So until next time, good luck and good writing. Peace.